Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawks taking on Tom Brady and the Los Angeles Rams.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And his first look is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it and that'll be a holding penalty. So all they're trying to do is make some some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky. Quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 86 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yards for this guy. He's number 9 in the league.
He's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Seattle. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the drive ends up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way, too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Myles Garrett, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. On play action, it's Brady. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumping. Oh, you understand the same way, just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And some nice running going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. And plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that hole, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. 2 and now, 3rd and goal. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there. A 1st down for L.A. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Brady. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10
going to the air. Tagovailoa firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and a yard. Two and a throw again. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown, Seattle. Ian Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this? He's got him in, complete. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jimmy Graham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tua Tagovailoa in And the offense heading back out. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Look at Thomas wide open. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play try last time. See if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense. Not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
He's brought down at the...
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And the Rams 1st down.
Here's Beckham now. It's a jet sweep. Crossover out of bounds right at the 25.
A gain of 22 yards.
Well, we've said it many times, Charles, when you have weapons like this at the wide receiver position, just get them the football any way that you can, and here it's in the run game. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
His throw incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
That's 3rd down.
Yards to go.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
17.
So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stopped them up. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no battlefield to run right through attack. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. He lets it fly for Lockett. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
You're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Brady. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they work this out past the 25. A first down there on a pickup to 25. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch them all.
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. That's along the right line. And we'll take this ball all the way across the 45-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Desmond King there on the coverage.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll make it third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a first down for the Rams out, a pickup of 18.
First down, Rams.
Now Brady again. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Adam Thielen, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
But that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Tua to try again on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, here's Tua. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Oh, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
Tua now on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more on that one, and another first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Tua now on first down. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. Even 9 there on the first down completion. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running 2, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. They'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down. Looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw is Tua. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. This pass complete to Reynolds. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is now a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24-all our score as he sends this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 23.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady sliding out of the pocket. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got him with a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Back to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. He's going to let it fly. And it's Incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Seahawks 24.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for L.A., it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.